Hello everybody, I'm Bob Thomas and this is The Bottom Line. You know, this story of the three girls in Cleveland, Ohio is extremely moving. I mean, here are three young girls abducted between the ages of 14 and 21 and a 6-year-old girl that was born to one of the girls during their up to 10 years of captivity. Well, they're now free, yet I'm sure they're scarred for life. And I look back at this and I think, well, what do we take from this now? Now, I read there were reports of a letter found in the house that was written by this kidnapper years ago that states he needed help because he's mentally ill. And when I read that, I thought to myself, well, is every criminal really a victim because of something that happened in their childhood? You know, I don't think there's any doubt this individual is mentally disturbed. But anyone thinking that we should somehow have sympathy for him because back in 2004, he said he had a problem and was a child abuser or he'd been abused, then I think you should think again. You know, we all have very different backgrounds and things that happened in our past that we could say harmed us in some way. But the truth of the matter is that this person at some time made a decision to do something evil. And once a person makes that turn, my sympathy goes out the window. This guy and any others that did this to these young girls should be hung in my book. They shouldn't get the possibility of being locked up like these girls were for the rest of their life at our expense. Did you know that there are hundreds of thousands of children reported missing each year? That's according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Although that figure includes a vast number of kids who are briefly run away or abandoned or taken by relatives, the center says a far smaller number, about 115 kids a year, are victims of stereotypical kidnapping, meaning they're abducted by a stranger or an acquaintance, taken far from home, and held with the intent to keep them for good, which makes me think right now, this needs repeating. Parents, you should tell your kids this over and over and over like my parents did. Never, ever accept a ride from a stranger. The reports coming in from Cleveland, Ohio say that this man admits that's how he abducted these three girls, by giving them a ride. Here's the bottom line. This terrible story with this happy ending in Cleveland brings several things to my mind. One is that we should never, ever give up hope finding our missing children. Because in this day and time, we have technology like vast security cameras, instant communication, heat-seeking cameras, face recognition software, and on and on and on and on. Our police are far better equipped to find these missing children than ever before. But we also have something else. A more aware community, one that is looking out for suspicious actions or behavior of individuals. But the authorities say that there is one thing that is the number one defense we have today that will bring more criminals to justice than ever before. And that is the eyes and the ears of you, the average citizen. I'm Bob Thomas. You can see more episodes of The Bottom Line at thebottomline.tv.